So quickly, I want to give my opinion as regards the Doordash lady and that man that was caught on surveillance, because that's exactly the way it is. With his trouser and pants a little bit in an awkward position. So first off is that I get amazed when I see the owners of a particular language using it in a way that is not correct. Like, you understand. First off, the lady has been going on, shouting and talking about how she was SA'd. Like, when we say SA'd, I guess you guys know what I'm talking about actually. Because first of all, I would like to correct her herself that what happened to her is not supposed to be called SA'd if we go by her own explanation. Because from what she said, she saw the man unconscious and then, she decided to do a video. But if she was SA'd, it would have been a physical form of a thing. There has to be some sort of contact for you to be assaulted, sexually. So, but for this particular purpose, what she would have said that would be able to, correlate with what she was saying and all of her complaints are that she was probably sexually harassed. Sexual harassment is different from sexual abuse. This is just for educational purposes, okay? So, and for others that have also followed suit, it is not sexual abuse. It is actually sexual harassment that she was trying to talk about, okay? So, and we all know that with sexual harassment, there's no contact. It's a behavioral pattern. Like, you can say something, you can do something that suggests sexuality, and not because you have actually in a physical form assaulted somebody sexually, like touching, kissing, improper touching, improper kissing, all those things, are what we call sexual assault. So that being said, let's move on. Well, first off, there's something called public lewdness. This happened in the New York City, NYC to be short, to make it short. In their own country, I keep telling people that things like this, especially when they have a legal implication, you people first need to go and check it, because I know we lack this reading culture, but we really need to imbibe it more into our lives so that when we are talking, we will not be showing ignorance here and there. All right. So according to their own statutes in their own country, in the domain that it happened, that's in the New York, they also have their own criminal codes that they follow. They also have some cases that they've already deliberated and done upon and sentenced and sanctioned upon. So if you go there, the public lewdness is what she was trying to, say happened to her. Probably like the man constituted the public lewdness. The offense or the factors that would constitute a public lewdness was not available in this particular situation. So in that wise, it really will be difficult for the lady to even counter sue or do anything else, because even a Supreme Court has in New York City had decided on a case at the Supreme Court level, such as this one, that this kind of actions do not constitute. There's a precedence for it. So you go and read up. You don't expect me to feed you everything. Now let's move on to another part of what happened with her. Now, from her own self, by herself, she said that the instruction on the order was that she should leave the item or the order by the door. Like, that's the most simple thing to understand. Leave the order by the door. And before I go ahead, please, if you know you're going to be coming to ask me or tell me that you're not doing woman for woman, I keep telling you, and I will not be able to say this loud enough, but I don't mind repeating it, that woman for woman is not a blind movement. Even if it is a movement, I don't care. For what I want is between right and wrong. And second of all, for somebody who was unconscious, I want to say that even for us that are speaking on the social media, there are a lot of things we don't know. So we need to stop speculating. First of all, we don't know why the man was unconscious. We don't know if he was playing unconscious. We do not know if the man had a medical emergency and then he fell unconscious. We do not know whether this man had been drunk and he slept off, and probably somebody else was trying to play a prank. Sometimes when you are drunk, you are unconscious in the real time of it. And somebody could, maybe want to slant him or, do a lot of things. Somebody could just come and pull his pants down. Yes, anything could happen. And we don't know anything, and even leave the door ajar. Now, and I know there are some people that are insinuating that probably there was a first video in which the lady, she said, oh, that the door was cracked and then she opened it wide. Well, we don't know. I have not seen it. So I'm not going to be talking on what I've not seen. For those who follow me, they know I don't talk on what I don't see. All right. So from what I saw, the door was open, right? Even if the door was open, because let me just bring your attention to something. Do you know that video did not even start from when she got there, immediately when she got there? Like, it was a video of after she may have realized something. She started the video right after she realized that the man was in an improper state, or whatever. It just didn't start. It would have been better if the video had started. Then we would have a grips of everything. Like, if she had started the video when she came in for the delivery, and then probably whatever ensued between. But then, as at the time she decided to start to record, I don't think I would want to record an incident and then I would record something against myself. Do you get where I'm going? So she did the video. She was doing the video. So definitely she would know how she would conduct herself in that video. All right. So now, for the man that was sleeping unconsciously, the highest could be that probably it was doing maybe a public indecency. Like, okay, you can't just be living in a glass house, for example, and just decide that, okay, yeah, because I'm in my house, I just have to be walking naked. Whereas in your heart of hearts that somebody out there could be seeing your indecent exposure. All right. And as far as that goes, all of that, how they constitute a crime in New York City, I wouldn't know. I leave that to you. Now, lastly, now it is being said that the man has decided to sue the lady for videoing him. First of all, there was no contact between both of them. Listen very well, and I need to listen right now. There was no contact. He did not speak with her, apart from, the ordering. He did not speak with her when she came there. He did not say, come and touch me. He did not say, have you seen me well? He didn't even utter a word. He was unconscious, the keyword being unconscious. And for you to put out your phone and position it to the naked man, who was unconscious, because that is allegedly the case, unconscious, and press record. Like, when you want to record, you don't just bring out the phone and you record. No, first you have the intention, you remove it, and then you further on manifest your intention, you position it, and third, you again continue to actually do the deed, like pressing the button on the record button on your phone. That is intentional. Now going ahead to post it. What does the law say again about posting people's nudes on the internet? Like, I don't know, do you have cyber laws in NYC, in New York City? Somebody should read up on that, and please help us to put it in the comment section. That is the most interesting part of the story. All right. She may have recorded it for evidence. All right. If they can tell you that you cannot record a voice call without the person's consent, if the law is against you recording somebody on a voice call without their consent, then you can already guess what the law would say about you recording somebody's nakedness and sharing it on the internet without their consent. I leave that to you, my beautiful people. I have tried my best. But honestly, I just cannot imagine if that man that was sleeping, half dressed on that couch was a woman and a man had been the Doordash lady instead. The story go long.